Hmm. I think we're live. 1 second. Just do a quick double check. Just do quick double check. Oh, it's my channel. No channel. Okay. So what's new? Okay, cool. What's new in 2025? One sec. Oh crap, yeah. Okay. Good. I think I'm gonna have the chat up just so like if anyone who has questions I can answer inside the chat. Oh no, the comment section. I don't think comment section works. All right. Sorry, I have a little cold. For some reason, whatever happened, every year I got like a real connections is unstable. Uh, okay, I hope it's getting more stable. Okay. Uh, crap. Connection unstable. Okay. Well, I hope things. We'll see. All right. Let's get started. Don't want to take too long. So, hi everyone. It's been a while that we come back on stream. Something that we started in 2024 was live streaming for Build Station channel. And yeah, I just want to spend the first couple minutes to reflect on what we have done in 2024 and, tell everyone what's new in 2025. And, there's a couple things that is really caught me off guard and it's something that I really want to contribute back into the ecosystem. Anyway, let's go back to what we done in 2024. So 2024, we still did our meetups, with Dora hacks, and there's a lot more meetups now. So a lot of more projects and ecosystem started to pick up our meetup idea, build station meetup concepts and roll with it. So it was pretty good. I'm really glad that ecosystem or just projects picking this up and make it to be something that just part of the things they do to engage with the community, to connect with developers and so on, right? So it's great, right? We did, I think 40 something because we had a couple weeks off for 2024. Yeah, and all of that was great, right? And a lot more we have. I think in Vietnam alone we have now we have the Sui meetup on the weekends. We had so of course Solana still with team, still have the builder station meetups I think on Saturday, uh, once in a while. Hopefully, they do it more. We have what's that? The Build Buddies from Metapool doing it, which is super good. I'm glad they picked it up. And thank you, Matt, if you're watching this. Thank you for bringing that concept to more countries. He had it. He had it set up in Vietnam as one. I think in Indonesia right now as well. So great work, right? Thank you so much for like picking this concept up. Of course, doesn't cost them anything, and it's something that they can own, right? Build Station just built the framework and anyone can use it, just like a programming framework, right? So community grew quite a lot. We moved on the community yesterday, actually today, actually last night. I deleted the Build Station Vietnam group, right? Because I wanted get everyone into the global Build Station one. Because partly because I think we own, in terms of Web3 or crypto, we own a global community rather than like pockets of different regions. It's great to share, right? Because Web3 or crypto really is kind of like connects everyone very easily. So that's something I want to signify that Build Station fundamentally is a global community. Everyone is connected. Then you don't need to have pockets of people, like just like isolated pockets, right? Like islands. But I want everyone because the digital space is continuous spanning space. There's no pockets of these ones. So yeah, we delete that group. Now everyone is in the main Build Station group, and hopefully everyone will get along and contribute to the wider crypto ecosystem, right? So yeah, we did a lot, right? There's a lot of open source that we started. We did the boot camp funded by Ethereum Foundations. Thank you so much. We also joined the QF in 20 back in I think August, and we got funding. So we have a bit of funding, not super a lot, but is enough, I think, for us. Oh, by the way, we also got donated by Scroll team, donated a bit of money to us, 2,000 Scroll. That will allow us to go even further, right? So thank you so much to the Ethereum Foundation and the Scroll Foundation to that they donate to us. Right? Thank you so much. We do our best in 2025 to amplify your communities. Right? So yeah, with the funding, so we have you can go to the treasury you can go to the treasury page, but let me just go right now. See, we have treasury. Let's quickly check the facts. So right now we have a total of 1.245145 Ethereum on Arbitrum and 2,000 Scroll on Scroll L2. So that was going to be our funding for 2025. And what do we plan to do with it? So I think there's a lot of things that I want to do for 2025. Ooh, oh, GM. Let me just comment. GM. Thank you for joining the stream. So for 2025, what do I want to do? Let's see. First, the couple, we have I want to have a refresh of the EVM boot camps I made beginning of 2024. So we did beginning of 2024, we did a boot camp. So basically, with just lots of what is that? Solidity based, right? So it's still on the GitHub, so you can go to github.com/buildstation.org and you will see that boot camp there. But I want to build a refresh of that. So refresh of a lot of Solidity contents. Also, like I want to. So that one I was using a lot of the stuff from Patrick Collins. So now I want, because recently I started developing like a lot of external stuff education for Polka VM1. So then I want to bring like a bunch of the things I've developed on that side to also merge back into the original bootcamp. So then it becomes more expensive. Unfortunately, I don't think I would do videos for it because doing videos is just a lot of work. So I will make the whole thing to be written only, but it's gonna be the best written only, as best to my ability, and it's gonna ramp up slowly. I will also split it out for so it will start on the general stuff, just like 4-year university. You start out the general, like what is blockchain and Ethereum smart contract and those ones, and then I will slowly on ramp you slowly in terms of knowledge, right? In terms of knowledge, slowly on ramp you to a more complete understanding of what smart contract development and so on. And hopefully I will also get more languages as well, and of course frameworks, right? Foundry, those ones. I don't use hard hat, so if anyone wants to contribute hard hat part, feel free to do so, but I don't do hard hat. So that's another good one. And also I will also get some of the newer stuff that I got on the Polkadot side, like Polka, like .ui. You also get an ETH UI, put it back into that one. So so those are a couple of new stuff coming to BuildStation.org. So that one, so more open source. So I want a lot more open source libraries that BuildStation community will be releasing myself, including like other people. Right now, we have a small team of people who are working on AI agent, and they will contribute back one of the version, like a barebone version, back into BuildStation. Of course, is more of like a fork of something else. It's not something like 100% original, but the code is original. They took the inspiration from the other one and they start building it, and it turned into something that's very original, like what they built, right? Specifically for just for this ecosystem. So I hope to see a lot more of that coming up, and and more things, right? Let's say I think about a month ago I started this new idea of on-chain hackathon, where the whole thing will be running on chain, right? This is in tangent with this our system that we want to do. Was that a bounty on chain as well? So everything is on chain as well. Most and then just I think the social consensus is organized around GitHub. So very soon, what I want to do is mm, very soon what I want to do is building something a bit more. I want both of them to be on chain because I think 2025 is a year that we want to bring a large part of the of things that to go on chain, right? Because being on chain is great. You can do a lot of stuff, right? Let's not use any. Let's try not to use anything that's not on chain, right? Let's try to have a hackathon that's fully run on chain. It's actually possible, right? You can do a lot of stuff. Maybe not so much on images and stuff like that, but I think we can cheat by sewing strings to like YouTube. I'm okay, right? It's hybrid. It's fine. But I think we can go that whole part to be as much on chain as possible, where people actually like submit hackathons, everything on chain, because you just submit the GitHub links, submit your projects, like the deployment links, submit your YouTube links, just links, right? That takes you somewhere else. You watch. Yes, there's issues. Yes, it's not super decentralized, but I think that's fine. So we can live with that. Right? It's no issues. Uh, so yeah, and so we bring, I want to really kickstart that. And so something I will start building. I will start the small stuff. I already made the proposal inside. Oh, actually, an issue or discussion inside Build Station already. So just need to execute on that. So I will start some stuff along that ways, and we'll get everyone in the community to contribute, and we share with more people online for that as well. And it's gonna be something that people will use for. It's of course it's fully open source. That means that anyone can just fork the code base. I would try to make like a platform. Of course, I will make the platform to be usable on buildstation.org. Buildstation.org. You can use it on there. If you want, like, say you're an ecosystem and you want, like, this is mine, not this is mine. I want to use that for ourselves. Sure, you can just fork the code base, use it on your for your ecosystem. Right? And I try to stick with the most popular tech stack, of course, because I'm familiar with those tech stacks. But also because it's easy for basically any developers to get just start tinkering with that. I'm just like TypeScript, those ones, Next.js, these ones, Solidity, uh, those ones, yeah. And that's what I think would be great for 2025. So on-chain hackathon, on-chain bounty, AI agents, of course, bootcamp content being refreshed, on-chain payment as well. I really want to bring more on-chain payments to everyone. Probably in 2025, Build Station would want to look for a long-term sustainable models. In a sense that as a community, beyond the funding that we receive from different foundations and ecosystems, I think it's best that the community, community pitching in a little, very little amount of money that they and just to help operate a lot of things, right? Because a lot of the whole core team is volunteer. Everyone, all the builders in the community is also volunteering the time. So it's something that I want to give back, right? If there's a sustainable way to fund these things, that doesn't involve going into like something that's like a business, right? Not so like it's like a public good nonprofit, but it acts like a business. That means that on is its own operating costs has to be taken care of. Well, for Build Station, we like the core team's volunteering that time, so there's no operating costs like, per se. But then there's like things like like I want all the money to actually go to the community by having people building things, right? They are people contributing open source code, people are contributing things to Build Station. I want them to be rewarded a little bit of money, right? Let's say like $100, $200. This one is cost on us. That I think that this is something that we can find a way, maybe in a form of membership, maybe in a form of NFT that people can buy, donations, these ones. You can buy if you want to support Build Station. I probably would do that, by the way. I probably would release multiple, because we had that what's that? We had that biochip one. So I think I will, based on that idea of biochip, I will put like a minimum amount of money on that. I call like an oracle or something for different ecosystem, and then it'll be, and then just you just need to if you want to support Build Station, just buy one of those. The funding will go to our wallet, and we use that money to pay out as bounty, open source payout, and so on. Donate, and just use that for the overall stuff. I work, most of our team work for different companies, so we right now for us it's just volunteering our time, so it's okay. I no issues. That's not a big deal. But I want long term is to fund developers doing things, and that's some ideas I think we could use is like get the community to fund themselves. I would say it's kind of funny. So, but I think would be something that, but then probably need to have some governance system that people can pitch in ideas, like something like we want something, like I want XYZ and stuff. Like I want this piece of software to be built, and then there's a governance layer that you can propose that. So a group of people can propose that, and then if enough people voting for it, then I would direct part of the fund, the core treasury, over to that ideas. Like say if enough people want, oh, we want to build more AI agent, okay, so I will get more. I will encourage more people to build AI agents. I will delegate more part of the treasury into AI agents. Sorry, I think I have my hands all over the screen. Yeah, but anyway, so something like that, I think it would be okay. So yeah, sustainable funding. That's something that that will also bring up to the last part of this. The last part of this is about that week in Ethereum news. But we will get there. We get there. So before that, I want to just kind of cap off with the whole open source push. Yeah, more open source on-chain payments, getting building things as is open source and free for everyone to use. Yeah, and with like sustainable funding that runs like a business, but sustainable, right? And and long term, I want to have I want anyone who contribute to Build Station to be compensated for in some way, right? Because if they volunteer time, even symbolically, as in like we only give you like a little bit of money, like very little, I still want to give people money, right? I still want people to be compensated for the work they put in, because that's just the way, just a way for it to be fair, right? Cannot expect everyone to volunteer their time all the time. People has to work, and I really want anyone in Build Station to actually get exposed to the industry, crypto industry. People get real jobs, working, improving themselves, and grow professionally. So something that pass. So we'll continue to refer job offers, postings, listing, and so on inside a group chat. So you haven't joined, make sure you join the group chats, and hopefully I will do my best to share more in the community so people know what opportunities are available and so on, right? Those ones. Maybe also I also make like a section, like a page, or like a section inside to let people to submit job offers and stuff like that. Maybe I do something like that. Yeah. What else? Probably I would do more to go on stream more for 2025 as well. I think uh, more of this, more just talking, maybe do weekly. Because right now there's a lot of meetups. So I want to start focusing my time on going on stream so it's easier to reach more people, and letting the community run their own meetups. And I only go to couples. I only go to the ones that I have the time to go to, and yeah, and just let the community to run and operate themselves, right? Because that's the point. Because Build Station fundamentally is a community on its own, but we want to empower other communities and doesn't take any ownership in the sense as like we own you or I own you, or like this is our brand and you, if you want to work with us you have to do XYZ. I think that is not very good long term in terms of really spreading the base of crypto, like or just bringing people on chain in general. So we'll definitely want to leave it more to the community, and I would do more on, like, like more online stuff. Probably still YouTube mostly, because I think streaming on YouTube is just a lot better. Probably will do more community call. I will pick a date to do community call. So every week we will have like a small community call where we talk about stuff. Right? What have you done? You need any help? Any ideas that we can start working on for the next week? And anything that things that I can maybe like different ecosystem that I can reach out to. I can convince them to do more, and like help builders to do things, right? So I can do anything in my capacity, try my best, right? So I want to listen to more feedbacks from the community, be more active, do more things, right? And really push Build Station to be like a big community and very vibrant, and becoming like a like a starting point for a lot of developers, right? Getting into crypto, getting people to share knowledge and give back to this industry. Just kind of explore what is available in crypto, what they can do, what they can build. Yeah, so something like that, right? That's something that we would want. I would like to do more in 2025. Accelerate for Build Station. Accelerate. And of course, yeah, we have a lot of stuff. We have two active what's that builder program going on at the moment. We have the Bifrost one, which is very DeFi focused, super DeFi. L2 also, like is a lot of stuff is building on L2, like Manta, or EVM chains like Moonbeam coming up. There will also be Base and like Arbitrum and those, so on. So you can start building leveraging LST in a lot of different applications. And there's a lot of cool things with LST, by the way, like subscriptions, just you know, yield bearing tokens, and those, so on. Those are something that particularly only DeFi can do. So that's one. The other one, the Kaya funding program is still continuing. So if you are, you knew me from the Kaya ecosystem, yeah, still join the program, make your money. So there are two programs, the Bifrost one, the Kaya one. Those one are still a lot of money to be made. Of course, and the Build Station one, I'm sorry, I should have said three. So Build Station one, we have the funding. So I will also give out these fundings to developers as well. So there are three. So three options for you to build. Of course, with three different very specific verticals. And Build Station I would give out, and Build Station probably will focus a lot more on developer toolings, things that developers can keep taking on and building up on top, compared to the other ones, right? So yeah, so keep those in mind, and contribute. So I think that will not only contributing open source improve your skills, it also allow you to show this off to employers, companies, projects, that hey, these are my skills. You can see it clearly, and you can verify what I've done, right? That's the best thing about developers. It's like you need to show off your skills, just show off the code. Like I built this, I built that, and all these things. Good, right? If it looks good, it looks good. I think that's a great way for us to show off what we built. All right. So let's get to the last part of the stream. I think I intend to keep the stream to be short, like 30 minutes only. So like as the last part of the stream is about the week in Ethereum news. So recently, Week in Ethereum, if you don't know, so it's a newsletter ran by Evan Ness. So you follow him on Twitter or X now. He's a pretty big OG, crypto OG in the community. He's been educating lots of developers, and just bringing attention to things that the core devs are doing. So it's great, right? Great work from him. But recently, let's put it this way: he could get more funding, but there was a symbolic funding from Ethereum Foundation that if they stop this symbolic funding, then Evan would just stop the week in Ethereum newsletter. So unfortunately, the business model wasn't sustainable for the newsletter itself. And so if you don't know, already set up something called East Station recently. And with week in Ethereum news coming to an end, probably something this is something that I want to pick up and continue in some way that is much more sustainable. Um, like letting in like a much bigger group of contributors, people who are much more, passionate about Ethereum, and maybe something with subscription, right? In some way, subscription. Um, and then hopefully I can take up the torch. Not week, not with week in Ethereum news. Is not gonna like pick up the brand or anything like that. Just gonna start each station on its own and steer it in a direction that I think is the most beneficial for the ecosystem. Plus, like sustainable on its own. Of course, not going to be touching anything from Build Station side, which is like Build Station funding will stay as Build Station. I will make each station to be sustainable on its own, and this will be my first attempt on something to be more of like unbiased media. I would try to be as unbiased as possible, but I've been in the Ethereum space for a really long time, so I wouldn't say I don't have bias, but I would do my best to be as neutral as possible and try to paint Ethereum at its core what it is, right? Rather than like bull posting and so on. But there's also another things I want to kind of touch on. This is the style. So yesterday I onboarded my sister onto crypto, right? She needed to send me a little bit of money. She lives in Canada. So she needed to send me some money for my mom's birthday. And she was like, "Oh, can I send you in like whatever it was like Remitly or something, like some remittance app?" I was like, "No, send me in crypto." I onboarded her onto my crypto wallet, and some other, and then also get her to set up. I think I'm getting her to set up a Coinbase wallet. Still haven't picked what like the main wallet she should set up, but probably Coinbase wallet or one of those, like or Rainbow is pretty good. Um, yeah, and for her to start getting on chain too. As I think me being super active on chain in the crypto space, I think is my job to onboard more people, especially my family, right? Getting them on chain. There's a lot of stuff you can do, right? Like DeFi and so on. And immediately I was like dumbfounded because how like I was like, okay, I need to get her to start reading up something, right? And I was like, crap, what should she read? Now that's a big question, right? What should she read by this point, right? Who should she follow? What should she read? What's the research for her to be to understand what can she do on chain, right? So then after thinking about that, I was like, crap, I need to think of something. So I need to think of something, right? Definitely, I need to think of something. So yeah, so there's not many that I would. Of course, I'm not going to send her to things like Cointelegraph or CoinDesk. I think those are too biased, way too many noise and too many shills. So I really don't want her to read those kind of stuff. So then that hit me with the question is like, if I am onboarding someone on chain today, what can they do? What should they do? What should they read? And so on, right? So that was my big questions, my big moment, I guess. Like, oh crap, like, oh, a moment that's like hit me really hard. It's like, what should they read, right? To truly have a very educated outlook of the industry. Not like, like, oh, buy meme coin and stuff. If they want to, sure, right? I'm not gonna stop them. But if they really want to, like, okay, what is crypto, right? Like in a very neutral, no shells, no crazy stuff. Just like how many different things you can do on chain, and for them to make that decision, right? Because I'm also sad that there's not a lot of or at least I don't know, right? Beside like DeFi Dojo, I don't know how much what's that like materials related to DeFi, things that you can do, like just having a better rates than the banks, right? It's like, oh, you have some like like spare money laying around. So you have like some savings. Savings on chain right now will give you more yield than any banks. You know, so you should be saving on chains, right? And then hit me with that. So I was like, okay. And then today with the whole news about week in Ethereum news. So I think what I want to do is I'm gonna set up each station to be that, right? But of course, specific to the ecosystem rather than other ecosystem. Build station is still gonna be very open to developers for all different ecosystems, specifically for developers, because I think is beneficial for them. But for this, it's just like a passion project that I want to do specifically for Ethereum because I have been like a long time Ethereum holders. I've been a long time in this community, and I want to give back, right? So yeah, East Station, right? And content wise, I want to focus on a mix. It's gonna be a mix of developer understanding, but like not like build station developers. It's more of like breaking down the difficult understand like or like a really high like a really breaking down difficult concepts, developer concepts into something that any professionals can get used to, right? Someone who works in the web 2 jobs or in just a normal jobs, they can read it and understand it because it relates to them, to their own experience. So it's not gonna be that, but I don't want to say it's very casual, right? It's not gonna be something that is like abstract all of the technical thing away from the readers, but it's gonna be much less casual, more as what's a good way to put it, more comprehensive. Maybe is I need to more comprehensive. Definitely a lot DeFi involved because I think DeFi it's just easy to convince people to do DeFi because it's not like crazy like you need to buy this token, you need to buy that token. It's like no, just if you don't want to buy any tokens, get USDC, go on chain, start savings, right? Tons of yield opportunity for you, and you understand those yield opportunities. I think there's a lot of it's just much better, much better savings rate you can get from the banks, right? So yeah, something like that. So I will get started on working out the website and contributions methodology for that, and get people to, and of course, anyone in the build station community, if you want to help out, um, let me know inside group chat. And just get involved with the GitHub repo, yeah. Something like that. I think it's something more. But yeah, but I want to make it easy to contribute and easy for people to read. So think of something. Right? Week in Ethereum news. So yeah, sad to see week in Ethereum news to end, but hopefully I can do a good job picking that up, picking up the torch, and yeah, and keeping the spirit alive and forward. Right. So 2025. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the stream today. And hopefully, if you have any more questions, feel free to join the group chat. I put that inside the description of this live stream. And yeah, so if you, yeah, and let's do it. Let's make 2025 a great year, right? Thank you for the community for sticking around. Thank you everyone for believing in Build Station ideas and like ideas and like values, right? We value open source, we value open ecosystem. Thank you a lot. Yeah, thank you for all the support, thank you for all the donations and so on. Yeah, great work everyone. 2024, let's make 2025 a year of accelerations where we accelerate bringing people on chain, right? Thank you so much. All right, bye bye everyone, have a good day. Bye bye.